Synchronization phenomena, resonance and self-organizing motion. Imagine a bridge twisting like a ribbon, a stadium bouncing as if alive, or thousands of fireflies flashing in perfect unison, without any leader. These moments aren't accidents. They're glimpses of an invisible rhythm that binds the physical world, human crowds, and even nature itself. It's called synchronization, a powerful phenomenon where chaos finds order, where motion locks into harmony, and where resonance can amplify a small pulse into something breathtaking or catastrophic. Today, let's step into this world of resonance and self-organizing motion, where bridges dance, flames sing, and even stars in the night sky pulse in rhythm. But this mysterious force can also be destructive, as our first example reveals. Resonance that destroys bridges, wind, and crowds. The story begins in 1940, with one of the most famous engineering disasters ever captured on film: the collapse of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge in Washington state. Nicknamed Gallopin' Gertie, the suspension bridge seemed fine when it first opened. But winds created oscillations, small movements that grew stronger as the structure resonated with the frequency of the gusts. Resonance is like pushing someone on a swing at just the right time. Each push makes the motion bigger. For Tacoma, those resonant pushes turned into a catastrophic dance. On November 7, the bridge twisted violently before tearing apart, falling into the water. The lesson? Resonance isn't just a scientific curiosity. It can make steel ripple like cloth when forces align in rhythm. 70 years later, the world saw another example of resonance on a massive scale. In 2010, the Volgograd Bridge in Russia stunned onlookers when strong winds triggered standing waves. The bridge didn't just shake, it rose and fell like a gigantic snake, undulating in ways that seemed impossible for concrete and steel. The entire deck bounced in long waves, defying belief that such a solid structure could act like liquid. Engineers had to temporarily close it to prevent disaster. But resonance isn't always destructive. It can emerge from human behavior. In June 2000, London unveiled its new Millennium Bridge, a sleek pedestrian crossing over the Thames. On opening day, as thousands walked across, something eerie happened. The bridge began to sway, not from wind or earthquakes, but from the people themselves. As the bridge wobbled slightly, pedestrians unconsciously adjusted their steps to stay balanced. In doing so, they fell into sync, and the synchronization amplified the sway. This wasn't an isolated event. In Frankfurt, Germany, soccer fans discovered they could make an entire stadium bounce by chanting and moving in unison. And in Seattle, during the 2011 NFL playoffs, the roar and stomping of Seahawks fans was so intense it registered on local seismometers, creating the legendary beast Quake. In both cases, human synchronization created resonance powerful enough to shake the ground. But resonance isn't limited to structures. It can also be seen in air, fire, and even water. Making resonance visible: fire, sand, and water. Resonance isn't just visible in steel and stadiums. It can also be revealed in fire and sound. Enter the Rubens tube, a scientific marvel where gas-filled flames dance along the length of a tube. Play music through the tube, and the flames rise and fall in perfect patterns, turning sound waves into a fiery visualization of resonance. The same principle comes alive with Chladni plates, flat metal sheets sprinkled with sand. When vibrated at certain frequencies, the sand arranges into geometric patterns, mapping the resonant modes of the plate. These beautiful designs, once used by physicist Ernst Chladni, show us that resonance naturally organizes chaos into order. Even the humble singing bowl reveals resonance is magic. Fill it with water, strike the rim, and vibrations create rippling patterns. At higher intensities, droplets leap into the air in tiny fountains, demonstrating Faraday waves. Suddenly, sound becomes visible, tactile, and alive. Step into the desert, and you may stumble upon dunes that sing. Yes, booming sand dunes, vast slopes where cascading grains create a low, resonant hum. The sound can last for minutes, filling the air with an otherworldly vibration. Scientists believe it happens when millions of grains slide in sync, creating resonance on a desert-wide scale. A more delicate version of synchronization appears with candle arrays. Place multiple flames side by side and watch them flicker in unison. The flames, though separate, couple through the flow of air, locking into rhythm like dancers sharing the same beat. It's a quiet but powerful reminder that even fire seeks synchronization. This same harmony also shapes machines and living systems, and we've learned to harness it. Machines and creatures in sync, from fireflies to skyscrapers. Resonance can also destroy at the smallest scale. A wine glass may look sturdy, but with the right pitch, it can shatter. Sing or play a note that matches the glass's resonant frequency, and the vibrations grow until the glass cannot hold its shape. High-speed cameras reveal the moment when invisible sound waves break crystalline symmetry, reducing beauty to fragments. Synchronization often thrives where people gather. One of the most iconic examples came during Euro 2016, when Iceland's national soccer team and their fans introduced the Viking clap. Tens of thousands joined together, clapping slowly and shouting in unison. The sound rolled like thunder, each beat spaced with precision. There was no conductor, no leader, just a shared rhythm that spread through the crowd until the entire stadium locked into one pulse. But synchronization doesn't belong only to people, it's built into physics. Take the classic experiment of metronomes on a moving platform. Start them ticking randomly, and chaos seems to reign. But soon, as the platform shifts with each tick, the metronomes influence one another. Within minutes, they click together in perfect unison, a spontaneous dance from disorder to order. This idea dates back to the 17th century when the Dutch scientist Christian Huygens noticed something curious. Two pendulum clocks hanging on the same wall eventually swung in opposite directions, a phenomenon he called sympathy. The tiny vibrations from each clock traveled through the wall, pulling them into an antiphase lock. Even without contact, oscillators find ways to synchronize. Of course, engineers have learned to respect resonance and use synchronization for protection. One of the most striking examples is the tuned mass damper inside Type B101, one of the tallest skyscrapers in the world. At its heart hangs a gigantic golden sphere weighing 660 metric tons. When typhoons or earthquakes strike, the damper swings against the building's motion, absorbing energy and preventing resonance from amplifying destruction. Visitors can even watch it move, a visible reminder of how engineers harness synchronization to safeguard lives. The grand pattern of synchronization. From bridges twisting in the wind to stadiums shaking with joy, from sand dunes humming to fireflies glowing in rhythm, synchronization is everywhere. It's a reminder that the universe is not just random motion, but a tapestry of patterns, pulses, and hidden connections. Whether it brings disaster, beauty, or collective unity, synchronization reveals that we are all part of a larger rhythm. Before we wrap up, the next time you hear a chant ripple through a stadium, see a candle flicker beside another, or watch waves align on a pond, remember, you're witnessing one of nature's most powerful secrets. Synchronization is the rhythm of life itself. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden harmonies of the world, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more explorations into science and wonder, and share it with someone who loves discovering the hidden patterns that shape our world. Because once you start noticing synchronization, you'll see it everywhere.